We begin our video in the heart of ancient Egypt, a civilization shrouded in mysteries that endure to this day. From pyramids that defy our understanding of ancient engineering to hieroglyphs that tell stories lost in time, ancient Egypt is an inexhaustible source of enigmas. But what do we really know about these mysteries, and which are the ones that make scientists hesitate? The Great Pyramids of Giza, wonders of the ancient world, remain to this day as silent witnesses of Egyptian genius. But how were they built? Scientists, archaeologists, and historians have debated this for centuries, and yet the accuracy of the methods remains a mystery. Imagine transporting massive stone blocks, each weighing as much as 50 cars, without the aid of modern machines. The Egyptians, however, managed. According to theories, a system of ramps and intense manual labor enabled this architectural feat. The ingenuity was not limited to construction. The pyramids were aligned with astronomical precision, reflecting the glow of the stars that guided the pharaohs to the afterlife. And yet, the harmony with which the Egyptians aligned these structures to the cosmos, a feat that defies our modern understanding. But the question remains, how did a civilization from 4,500 years ago possess such knowledge and skill? Some suggest the secret is lost in time, while others believe in more esoteric explanations. What is certain is that the Pyramids of Giza continue to be one of the greatest enigmas of world architecture. Now think about the logistics of such a project. It's not as if the pharaoh could simply order an express delivery of stone blocks through the Nile Prime. Each stone had to be quarried, carved, and then transported across the desert, a true test of endurance and patience. And yet, the Egyptians didn't even have a simple modern wheelbarrow. And let's not forget the architects and engineers of that time. These guys didn't have AutoCAD or calculators. The Book of the Dead is not a book as we know it today. It's a collection of spells, prayers, and incantations intended to guide the deceased through the dangerous Egyptian underworld until reaching eternal life. Imagine having a travel guide for the afterlife, but instead of hotel and restaurant tips, it offers advice on how to avoid being devoured by demons and how to impress the gods with your virtues. The ancient Egyptians took the afterlife very seriously, so seriously that they spent more time preparing for it than for any holiday trip we could plan today. Each spell in the Book of the Dead was customized for the deceased, like a unique spiritual passport filled with magical stamps that guaranteed entry into the best spots of the afterlife. But it wasn't just about protection and guidance. The book also reflects the deep spiritual beliefs of the Egyptians, their notions of morality, justice, and the eternal quest for a harmonious state of existence. For today's scientists and archaeologists, these texts offer a window into the complexity of Egyptian religious and philosophical thought. Interestingly, there was not a single version of the Book of the Dead. Like today's menus, you could choose what to include in your edition. Some preferred a long list of spells for all occasions, while others opted for a more minimalist approach. The important thing was that each book was a work of art, richly illustrated and full of symbolism. The curses of the pharaohs are perhaps one of the most chilling and captivating stories to emerge from the soil of Egypt. Legend has it that those who dare disturb the eternal rest of the pharaohs will face endless calamities. But what is the truth behind these stories? And why do they continue to fascinate and terrify to this day? Let's start with the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922, an event that captivated the world and kicked off the modern Egyptomania. Along with priceless treasures, stories of a deadly curse emerged. Members of the expedition began to die under mysterious circumstances, fueling speculation that the curse of the young pharaoh had been awakened. But it's not just the ancient Egyptians who believed in the power of curses. Many cultures around the world have similar concepts, a testament to human belief in the supernatural and the power of the dead to influence the world of the living. For the Egyptians, this belief was so strong that threatening inscriptions were commonly engraved on tombs as a warning to those who thought about violating their sacred rests. We insert here dramatizations of archaeologists defying these warnings, only to face sinister consequences, blending reality with legend. While modern science can offer explanations for some of the deaths, such as the presence of harmful mold spores in sealed tombs, the mystery of the curses remains, a fascinating enigma that links the past to the present. So the next time you think about opening an ancient door or unrolling a forgotten scroll, remember the stories of those who came before you. Perhaps there is more truth in ancient curses than we are willing to admit. When we think of ancient technology, we often limit ourselves to rudimentary tools and simple inventions. However, ancient Egypt challenges us to expand that view. They not only built monumental structures that stand to this day, but also possessed knowledge in mathematics, astronomy, and medicine that impresses modern scientists. The precision with which the pyramids were built, perfectly aligned with the stars, suggests a sophisticated astronomical understanding. How did they achieve such a feat without modern navigation instruments? Furthermore, medical papyri show an advanced knowledge of anatomy and medical treatments, some of which are still in use today. Imagine Egyptian doctors performing surgeries and prescribing medicines based on a deep understanding of the human body, or architects drawing the foundations of a temple in the dust, with one eye on the sky and the other on the horizon line. But perhaps the most intriguing is the knowledge that was lost. Documents burned in great libraries, such as Alexandria, could have contained secrets of the universe we are only beginning to rediscover. What more did the Egyptians know that we do not? This topic not only celebrates past achievements, but also incites a continual quest for knowledge. In a world where technology advances at a rapid pace, looking back to ancient Egypt reminds us that, in many respects, we are still trying to reach the giants on whose shoulders we attempt to climb. If you've been as enchanted by the wonders of ancient Egypt as we have, consider joining our community of curious explorers. A universe of mysteries awaits to be discovered, and together we can unravel the secrets of the past, illuminating our path to the future. Until the next journey,